The companies that invest in safety make more money.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a big thing. And where I come from with my background in safety and compliance, companies spend a tremendous amount of money in their resources, tremendous amount of money training people, the money they're spending on their drivers. What they're not doing is they're not taking that time to address the benefits. And the benefit, it's not that it's a cost. It's that that money is going back in and being saved and cutting down on your driver turnover, increasing your driver retention. On your bottom line, your profitability goes up because you're not having those expenses day after day, week after week. You've just cut it down so where it's so minimal, people are glad to work. Then you're going to keep people knocking on your door coming in that want to work for you. That's what it is. It's not a cost, it's a benefit. Bill 119. Maybe Lina's can enlighten you a little more on it than me, but I know what they're trying to do and why they're trying to do it. But the bill itself, Lina?
The bill in itself, it was actually directed to the construction industry, but bleeds right into trucking. Mm-hmm. Those two are very high-risk markets, and of course, we have a really hard time getting people disciplined and taking care of their own personal risk management as far as loss of income is concerned, as far as healthcare is concerned. It's a huge impact on the federal government as well and all the provincial healthcare programs, so people don't take the initiative. This is why all those social programs, they're pulling back, they're pulling back, they're pulling back. Once upon a time, people used to take the initiative and address these things, right? And we find that in these high-risk markets, that's what's happening a lot more of, is people are saying, you know what? No, I've got benefits over here. CPP is going to pay. Maybe I can be accountable with welfare. I can collect a benefit there. And it's not going in that direction. So that's what Bill 119 is doing. They're just going after the people with the deeper pockets that do have the capital as well as the responsibility as far as equipment is concerned, as far as their people is concerned. And this again goes back to contracting. Mm-hmm. You need a good quality contract. If you don't have one, let's talk to a lawyer. Kevin and I have spoken about this extensively, which is contracting. That's one of the things that we look at all the time. Because that really, when you start focusing on their contracting, it now bleeds into every other aspect, which we were just talking about, which is, of course, companies that employ safety measures, incentives, as well as, of course, the benefits aspect of it. But contracting, I think, is another really huge area that bleeds all, and it's all part and parcel. And I've tried to educate insurance companies on this. If the contract doesn't actually say what it is that it should have, as far as benefits are concerned, right? Right. Safety, that's right. your game, Kevin. Yep. That's not mine. But safety in itself, benefits, contracting, I think, are huge as far as trucking is concerned.
Well, yeah, but now you're disabled. How are you going to make an income? I don't know. I didn't take that into account before. Did the company do their due diligence to make sure they've offered everything to that driver? Do they have copies of his policy on file? Or do they only have a copy of his Visa card because the driver comes back to a case that I dealt with, he has a Visa card on file, and he thinks he's covered? No, you're not. How do you get around it by saying, I don't have time to worry about it?
We've had this discussion.
Back to Bill 119. You have to make the time to know about it and be aware about
gosh.
it.
And it really shocks me, the passive approach. They're looking for the proclamation of it. They're looking to see when it's going to happen. But the thing is, it's happening all around you, and it has been. And I've been representing trucking for the last 14 years, right? 17 actually. And when I look back, this is nothing different than when the OTA turned around and said, hey, here you are. You can be an independent owner-operator. We were all operating in a highly reactive mode. Let's keep learning and finding out. And companies have become destroyed financially as a result of taking that step, that direction. They should be proactive.